flowing all the way from Colorado, passing through El Paso, Laredo, and Brownsville, and then flowing out to the Gulf of Mexico by way of the Laguna Madre. A four-county region, the Rio Grande Valley contains Starr, Hidalgo, Cameron, and Willacy counties. The Rio Grande River provides many services to valley residents, like fresh drinking water and recreation. On the weekends, you can find locals boating, fishing, and swimming in the region's water bodies. The Rio Grande River also provides valuable agricultural services, as many farmers depend on the river for irrigation for the thousands of farmlands that carry their crops. Did you know that the RGV is not a valley, but a floodplain? The geography has been determined by the Rio Grande, and before humans developed the land, the river would create new paths as flooding events occur. The remnants of the river's old course can be seen in the resacas around the region. Because of floodplains changing course over millennia, the area is rich in fertile soil and sediment. This fertile soil creates the perfect conditions for agriculture in the valley. Fields of cotton, citrus trees, and maize are all grown with the water. Agriculture is part of the valley's economy, making up $1.5 billion in revenue each year. Driving on the county's roads, one will find vast agricultural fields in the Rio Grande Valley. If everyone in the RGV does their part to protect our water supply and soil from pollution, agriculture in the valley will continue to thrive. Agriculture in the valley developed by pumping water from the river into the fields. Through the Hidalgo pump house and now modern infrastructure, water is sent to where farmers need it. Water is pumped from the river or underneath the ground through pipes. Then the water is scattered around the fields with sprinklers in the furrows. After a growing season, the crops are ready to harvest and to be used by people around the world. After a drought in the 1940s, groundwater was pumped up to the fields in addition to the surface water from the river. We call this action of pushing water to grow crops irrigation. Irrigation is an action taken by humans to provide water to crops other than by rainwater or naturally flowing streams and rivers. Without a steady supply of water, agriculture would not be possible. 5 watersheds transport the used water from the fields and homes of the valley to the Gulf of Mexico. By a system of canals and drains, this wastewater travels from the interior of Starr, Hidalgo, Willacy, and Cameron counties out to the Laguna Madre, a hypersaline lagoon near South Padre Island. The Laguna Madre is home to a wealth of aquatic and terrestrial animals who require a healthy ecosystem to survive. As wastewater contains nutrients from agriculture and other pollutants, the water quality of the Laguna Madre has declined. The seagrass on which aquatic and terrestrial animals depend is affected by non-point source pollution in the valley. Alongside the common ideas of pollution like factory runoff, non-point source pollution occurs as water or air picks up pollutants as they travel. Small pollutants become large pollutant problems as they collect downstream. A small amount of pollution 100 miles away can have a big impact when that small pollution happens 100 or 1,000 times over. To protect the wonderful water in the valley, each resident can make a difference. Be careful what you dump into your neighborhood. Lots of chemicals and pollutants enter the ground and the water that is carried underneath your feet, all the way downstream to the Laguna Madre. From paint to cleaners to animal waste, simple steps to throw away your trash go a long way to keeping our beaches and rivers clean and assuring we have clean water for future generations. As air travels above your head, be assured that water is flowing beneath your feet. You can make a difference to improve the health of our backyard. Make sure your waste is properly discarded or taken to a recycling center. Be aware that when waste is thrown into the environment, it ends up somewhere. Help take care of Texas and take care of the Valley by recycling and properly discarding waste. Visit the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality website at tceq.texas.gov to learn more.